Now on CoastTV News.
Funeral arrangements finalized for a fallen first responder when Sussex County's fallen hero will be laid to rest.
Offshore wind projects are inching closer to reality near the Delaware coast.
First spouse Tracy Quillen Carney with children with her new book at the Selbyville Library.
A back-to-school event in Georgetown. How many backpacks one organization says they donated?
And we're expecting more sunshine in our area, but now we're concerned about a bit of a rip current problem along the coast, along with some gusty winds, thanks to what's happening out in the deep.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Funeral arrangements made and flags lowered as Sussex County first responders grieve the loss of one of their own. Good evening. I'm Mallory Metzner.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with more tributes for volunteer firefighter Thomas Wilson Berry III.
Berry lost his life while helping others. Governor Carney has ordered Delaware flags to be lowered to half staff at all state facilities to honor the Sussex County EMS employee and volunteer firefighter. Flags should be lowered until sunset on Thursday, August 22nd.
New today, arrangements for Thomas Berry III will be held on Thursday, August 22nd.
And from our coast copter, we could see the other day the utility pole that police say snapped while Berry was helping a driver, bringing down electrical wires and resulting in his death.
Police say that the car tried to pass another, ran off the road, and then hit that pole.
The agencies Berry worked for are devastated by the tragedy. They say Berry was a fourth-generation firefighter with family on his mother and father's side in the Ellendale Volunteer Fire Department. I spoke to Berry's colleagues today who recall his selflessness and infectious smile. The debate over offshore wind development is once again making waves off of our coast. An energy company called Equinor has secured a lease for more than 100,000 acres about 26 miles from the Delaware Bay. Coast TV's Christina DeRobertis is live in Lewis. Christina, the lease sold for more than $75 million.
Yeah, Equinor won the bid in a government bid this week, the lease rather. And look, it doesn't mean that wind turbines are going to pop up right away, but it does allow the company to submit project plans to the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, or BOEM. And you can see in this picture where that wind farm could possibly go. And according to an Equinor spokesperson, the turbines could generate enough energy to power nearly 1 million homes. And they really emphasized that this is a crucial project as the demand for electricity continues to rise. Now, some locals we spoke with agree with that, saying they think it's important to use natural resources, but others really standing firm in their opposition, citing concerns about wildlife and the appearance.
Been living here year round, and do something like that out there with the mammals out there and people coming to the beach. I think maybe probably less people coming here actually, and so I don't think it's good.
Anything that we can do that can kind of harness that natural resources, I think is a good thing.
Now, we've recently reported that the mayor of Ocean City is threatening to sue BOEM if BOEM approves a U.S. wind project that would bring wind turbines about 10 miles off our coast. And today, he tells us he's also opposed to this new lease and really any offshore wind that would impact Delmarva. Live in Lewis tonight, I'm Christina DeRobertis, Coast TV News.
And let's go ahead and take a live look outside into the Salisbury area. Looking like a decent day, but we need to check in with our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams to get our weather. Paul, how's it looking?
It's looking very good, Charlie. In fact, it's looking mighty fine, as Grandpa would say. But it's also one of those days where getting a sunburn could sneak up on you because it's not quite so hot where you're thinking about it consciously, but it can happen because of the lack of cloud cover. Our Tyndall's casual furniture camera in Laurel, we're holding at about 85 degrees with the winds at about 5 miles per hour. Listen, we are going to stay clear for the rest of the evening. Clear skies, temperatures settling into the 70s. By 8 o'clock as the sun goes down, we're looking for mainly a starry skyline. Now, we do have rip currents and small craft advisories. Now, here's the irony. The hurricane that's out in the deep, Ernesto, that's churning, not really close to us at all, but it's so powerful, it's sending waves in our direction where we're concerned about a small craft advisory, watching out for about 25-mile-per-hour winds, and we're concerned about rip currents right along the Sussex County coast. So that's the combination that we're most concerned about. If there's anything to be careful about as far as this good-looking weather and pleasant recreational weather situation is. Coming up, we're going to talk more detail as far as what to expect this weekend, because we do have a little rain headed our way, but it's tricky with the timing.
Paul, thank you. Selbyville Library had a sit and read with First Lady Tracy Quillen Carney about her new children's book, Books for Blue, which encourages children of all backgrounds to step outside their comfort zones and to discover their passions through reading. The Selbyville Public Library also received $7 million by the American Rescue Plan Act to fund a new library, which will be 9,000 square feet larger than the one they currently use. Carney hopes these efforts will bring more kids to the library.
We know that if we want to hit that critical third grade reading benchmark, we've got to start working with kids on their brain development and pre-reading skills long before kindergarten. We can't start in kindergarten and get to that third grade benchmark.
The new Selbyville Library is set to be open and ready for the public this November.
Crowds gathered in Georgetown today for a back-to-school giveaway hosted by the First State Community Action Agency. Students were given backpacks and even school supplies. They were also able to have fun in bounce houses and enjoy a little water ice. They learned some health tips from BB Healthcare. For Bernice Edwards, she says it's all about giving back to the youth.
They're able to help young people who probably would not have been able to get the supplies that's needed. So that's why First State Community Action Agency, we have always been doing this every year.
Edwards told CoastTV over 600 backpacks were given away today. And this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what's your top priority when preparing for the new school year?
Let's take a look at the results so far on your screen. Looks like 10% say organizing schedules. That's what I voted for. 60% say setting new routines. 5% say school expenses and budgeting. Another 10% for academic readiness, and 15% say managing their wellness. So we've got a lot of answers for all of these options.
And it's the first time we've run this poll tonight, so these numbers might change. You can go be a part of the conversation. Maybe ask the kids in your house what they think. Go to coasttv.com or use the CoastTV mobile app.
New statewide student assessment results highlighted the ongoing need for educational recovery from pandemic-related school closures. In grades 3 through 8, 40% of students achieved proficiency in English language arts. High schoolers showed mixed results with a slight uptick in SAT reading scores. There were significant gains in Seaford, where students with disabilities outperformed statewide averages.
A day after new numbers show that inflation is loosening its grip on the economy, President Biden and Vice President Harris are touting the administration's efforts to lower drug prices for seniors. Meanwhile, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump holds back-to-back events for the first time in 2 weeks. NBC's Chris Pallone has the latest developments in the race for the White House.
President Biden and Vice President Harris in Maryland announcing a landmark agreement to lower prices for seniors on 10 popular prescription drugs.
But this time, we finally beat Big Pharma. It saves the taxpayers billions of dollars.
It's the first time the pair has shared a public stage since the president gave up his re-election bid.
There's a lot of love in this room for our president.
And comes as the administration celebrates inflation being at its lowest level since the pandemic. Democrats are riding a wave of momentum in the polls with the vice president at the top of the ticket. Former President Donald Trump trying to reclaim the spotlight, holding back-to-back events for the first time in 2 weeks.
Is anything less expensive under Kamala Harris and Crooked Joe?
Attacking both Biden and Harris's handling of the economy during a policy announcement Wednesday.
Kamala has declared that tackling inflation will be a day one priority. But day one for Kamala was 3.5 years ago. Why hasn't she done it?
As the two sides spar over who will handle the economy better, aides say Vice President Harris will call for a federal ban on corporate price gouging on groceries when she lays out her economic agenda Friday. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
Donald Trump's attorneys are asking the judge in his New York hush money case to postpone sentencing until after the presidential election in November. Trump was convicted in May of 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to cover up a hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election. Sentencing was originally set for July 11th, but the judge pushed it back to September 18th after a Supreme Court ruling on presidential immunity.
And then there's this. Vice presidential candidates Tim Walz and J.D. Vance, they've agreed on a debate on CBS. That debate scheduled for October 1st. CBS News posted a debate invitation on social media Wednesday, offering the candidates 4 potential dates. Walz accepted on Wednesday, posting, quote, "See you on October 1st, J.D." On Thursday, Vance also confirmed to meet after initially saying he wanted to go through the debate rules with CBS first.
Still ahead, one more road closure to look out for in Sussex County. We'll tell you when and where it's happening.
And the abundance of sunshine we're expecting is only one real drawback. That's the elevated UV index. Your full forecast, including the latest on possible riptides, coming up.
How an ongoing outbreak in Africa could impact the U.S. That's next.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Delaware Electric Cooperative is proud to power Central and Southern Delaware. We power local artists creating masterpieces inspired by nature, eateries with roots that run deep in our communities, and business owners helping other entrepreneurs succeed. We serve a new orchestra founded by co-op members and a new library built to better serve Harrington families. We're inspired by the stories of our friends and neighbors, and it's for these people and places that DEC is committed to keeping the lights on.
It's been a little bit of a love relationship between DeFebo's and Avery Hall. Avery Hall just offers that next level service, which is what I do for a living. I am in the service business. So to find a company like Avery Hall who offers that personal service, where I'm talking to a human being and not an operator, is just priceless. I think Avery Hall is reliable, and that's very important to me. I have other things to do. Avery Hall allows me to take care of other things.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales event continues at Preston Ford. Experience incredible deals on a massive selection of over 900 new Ford vehicles. You can save over $11,000 off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s, or get over $9,000 off MSRP on a 2023 Bronco Badlands. Shop with us online at PrestonFord.com and we'll deliver it to your driveway today. Visit Preston online or in person during the Make It Ford Summer Sales event at Preston Ford. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
It's been declared a global health emergency. The World Health Organization says a deadlier strain of the ongoing outbreak of monkeypox in Africa is rapidly spreading there. So what does that mean for the United States? In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on what Americans should know about this viral disease.
The World Health Organization is calling it a public health emergency of international concern. In Africa, since the beginning of the year, more than 17,000 cases of mpox and more than 500 deaths have been reported in 13 African countries. Now there's fear the disease could further spread, possibly outside the continent.
There's a lot of concern about the rapid increase in these cases.
For decades, the disease was mostly found in Africa, but in 2022, it also started spreading in Europe and North America, including the U.S. To help slow the spread in Africa, experts say there needs to be more testing to detect cases, improved public health messaging, mpox vaccines, and medicine to treat the disease must also be readily available.
Access to all of these things will certainly be improved with this public health emergency of international concern declaration.
The CDC says so far in 2024, a total of 1,122 mpox cases involving the less severe strain have been reported in the U.S. There have been no cases reported in the U.S. of the deadlier strain spreading in Africa. The agency says the anticipated risk of this strain of the disease spreading from Africa to the U.S. general population is very low, but the CDC says it has testing, vaccines, and therapeutics if the virus does circulate here. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Here's a look at your Bay forecast. We're looking for an abundance of sunshine and a high of about 84 degrees in Cambridge, 85 in Cambridge, 84 in Crisfield, but all kinds of sunshine. Your full forecast and an update on what's happening with that hurricane next.
The savings start early during the pre-Labor Day sale at Johnny Janasic. Get Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices plus 0% APR for 60 months or take an extra 20% off. Shop the pre-Labor Day sale at Johnny Janasic.
I'm David Wilson. I'm the CEO of the Preston Automotive Group, and I'm thrilled to announce our newest dealership, Preston Hyundai of Millsboro. Conveniently located at 28362 DuPont Boulevard, Millsboro, Delaware. We're open 8:30 to 8 p.m. on weekdays and 8 until 6 p.m. on Saturdays, or until the last customer is satisfied. Visit us in person or browse our extensive inventory at millsborohyundai.com. Buy online and we'll deliver it to your front door. Visit us at the all-new Preston Hyundai of Millsboro and discover why people say cars cost less with Preston.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
So I'm going to college. I am looking into pediatric therapy.
Majoring cybersecurity.
Every patient is unique.
So every patient gets a unique treatment plan.
I'm not a cookie cutter person.
Tillman Orthodontics has every option, including braces and Smiles Correct.
Tillman Orthodontics made a plan just for me. We might start you with braces and finish with custom clear aligners.
Now the real me can shine through.
Ready for whatever the future may hold.
Bring it.
Call Tillman Orthodontics for your free consultation.
It's time to take your outdoor living space to the next level. Shop the Labor Day Outdoor Sale at Johnny Janasic and get 0% APR for 60 months or take an extra 20% off. Don't miss the Labor Day Outdoor Sale at Johnny Janasic.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it, the expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water, or maybe into some hot water if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Beautiful weather, and we're enjoying that pattern, but we have some things that are churning out in the Atlantic that's causing some concerns along some of our beaches. We'll explain that in just a moment. Our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera in Laurel, now we're holding about 84 degrees with the dew point measurement of the moisture content in the atmosphere. It's about at 62. That's pretty close to the norm for this time of the year. We're expecting clear skies to continue to be our pattern going into the weekend. But we do have a couple of advisories we do need to pass along to you now. We have a rip current statement, means we're watching out for the possibility of some problems, particularly in effect for the weekend going into Monday at about midnight. Well, really Sunday going into Monday morning, pardon me. And that's really right along the shore for us in Sussex County. Now, in addition to that, we have a small craft advisory. So these two kind of go hand in hand with one another because we're talking about the winds picking up rather significantly, and then some of the undercurrents that happens when you're moving water, and then when you're moving air above the water, and then you're also moving a little bit of the water along with it. So that's part of the concern as far as the rip current is concerned. Now, we do have concerns for about 25-mile-per-hour winds along the entire East Coast. We still have high pressure and control of our weather, so the glorious, beautiful, and wonderful sunshine, well, now that continues, but we still have some churning that's happening along the water. It's 78 degrees right now in Rehoboth, but it's 84, not only in Lewis, but it's also 84 degrees in Milford as well as Milton. Our wind gusts coming out of the southeast at about 10 miles per hour. And so far, we've had highs that have stayed in the 80s, so it hasn't been oppressively hot or humid, which is a nice change of pace, right? Consider Friday morning, temperatures in the upper 60s. Then we go to the mid 80s. That's a nice trade-off. Now, Saturday at 6 o'clock in the morning, we're going to catch a couple of stray sprinkles here. Briefly, they're in, they're out of here, done. Not ruining your whole weekend. We're just talking about 80s by, late lunch or, early dinner, depending on how you eat. Winds are out of the southwest on Sunday morning. Then I'm concerned about the waves because, we've been talking about the rip currents and all that. We see the waves escalating up to about 8 feet, possibly going up to about 10 feet during Saturday going into Sunday. So the waves are going to stay a little bit elevated for us right along the shoreline. So we'll keep a close eye on what's happening with our future waves as they stay a little bit on the high side. And why? Ernesto, now moving to the north, 13 miles per hour. Sustained winds, 85. The pressure at 972 millibars, and we're still expecting it to veer away from us, but the latest run is indicating it may not strengthen up to a Category 3, a very strong 2, before it begins to tank as far as the intensity of it is concerned. So recapping what we're expecting for tonight, staying starry and 64 for tonight. Tomorrow, scattered clouds, 89 degrees, winds out of the south. Then for Saturday, more heat, more humidity. Although the temperature is going to drop, it's still going to become a little more humid, okay? More moisture in the atmosphere. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling extended forecast.
Thank you, Paul. We appreciate that. There is more road work for you to be aware of if you're heading through Millsboro. DelDOT announced Hollyville Road between Washington Street and Route 24. Road work begins on Monday, August 19th through the end of November. This closure related to the Millsboro bypass.
DenRec has some good news for those who like to hunt. Today they announced that special hunting permits for Delaware state parks can now be purchased wherever hunting licenses are sold in the state. The permits are available online and at more than 40 licensing locations statewide. The permits are $10 for residents and non-residents.
Rough week? How about you cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV with personal features, fun things to do each week, and more? Sign up now for free at coasttv.com/signup.
From gentle ocean breezes to small country towns, Sussex County has it all. That's why you need a real estate company that is familiar with it all. Mann & Sons offers decades of experience throughout Sussex County, whether it's helping you purchase your forever home or find the perfect vacation rental at the beach. Trust our experience. Trust Mann & Sons.
For over 30 years, the difference is clear. Mann & Sons Real Estate.
This weather's brought to you by
Mann & Sons Real Estate.
When Roe v. Wade fell, we all got mad. Matt Meyer got to work, securing county funds for the first state abortion fund so women can get reproductive care here in Delaware. Matt went to work protecting kids from gun violence, too, reducing shootings almost 50%. As Matt's wife, I'm incredibly proud. As an emergency room doctor, I see the difference he's making. Matt will be a great governor because he doesn't just talk, he's walking the walk.
The biggest mattress savings are happening right now. The Labor Day mattress sale at Johnny Janasic has something for everyone. With the area's largest selection of the best name brand mattresses. Find incredible savings on Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, and Purple. And you'll sleep easy with free local delivery on premium mattresses. Change your mattress, change your life. Don't miss the Labor Day mattress sale. Going on now at Johnny Janasic's Mattress World.
Dad, I need your help. I am in over my head with this house. I've got buckling floors, doors that won't close, sick kids, and a frustrated wife. Did you call Dry Zone? No. I called the cheaper guys.
You've got to call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best.
Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
5 people, including doctors, 2 of them have been arrested in connection with the death of actor Matthew Perry. That's according to law enforcement sources familiar with the investigation. Perry was found face down in his hot tub last year. The medical examiner's autopsy report ruled the 54-year-old's death an accident, but noted that ketamine was the primary cause of the death. Authorities say the defendants knew what they were doing was wrong and that they took advantage of Perry's addiction issues.
The Biden administration is unveiling the results of its first ever Medicare drug price negotiation. The White House says Medicare's new power to negotiate drug prices will lead to an estimated $1.5 billion reduction in out-of-pocket costs for seniors. When the lower prices take effect in 2026, the initial round of negotiations focused on 10 of the most widely used and expensive drugs taken by Medicare enrollees. It's time to take another look at our Coast TV poll. What is your top priority when preparing for the new school year? Let's look at the results on your screen. It looks like the majority is still setting new routines at 56% right now, so these numbers are changing. If you haven't voted yet, you still can. Just go to coasttv.com or our news app. We'll be right back.
Enjoy the season, taste the flavors, support the farmers. Shop the Berlin Farmers Market. Reconnect with the cycles of nature and your community. With a wide variety of produce and provisions, discovering the taste of small town charm never felt so good. The Berlin Farmers Market, Sundays from 9 to 1.
Harrington Raceway and Casino and Bet Rivers have come together to give you Delaware's must-play online casino and sportsbook, featuring hundreds of exciting slots and table games. Plus, with non-stop sports betting action, you'll know you're where winners play. Sign up now and we'll cover 24 hours of casino losses up to $250. Or get a second chance sports bet up to $250. Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino. It's where winners play. Download the app today.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale.
Today and tomorrow.
Wicomico Civic Center.
Exercise with low impact.
Swim the entire year and stay in shape.
Teach your kids to swim.
Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and 1 day only.
New 2024 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold.
Wicomico Civic Center.
Free admission. Free parking. Call 855-SPA-SALE.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Delaware Electric Cooperative is proud to power Central and Southern Delaware. We power local artists creating masterpieces inspired by nature, eateries with roots that run deep in our communities, and business owners helping other entrepreneurs succeed. We serve a new orchestra founded by co-op members and a new library built to better serve Harrington families. We're inspired by the stories of our friends and neighbors, and it's for these people and places that DEC is committed to keeping the lights on.
Enjoy the season, taste the flavors, support the farmers. Shop the Berlin Farmers Market. Reconnect with the cycles of nature and your community. With a wide variety of produce and provisions, discovering the taste of small town charm never felt so good. The Berlin Farmers Market, Sundays from 9 to 1.
As we take a look at our not only exclusive 10-day forecast, we're looking for 89 for us on Friday, Saturday 85 degrees, but then we're watching out for the rain to make its move on Sunday going into Monday, with the temperature staying in the mid-80s. As we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, this is the thing I wanted to take the time out to show you specifically. We're going to cool down tremendously and feel like fall for Tuesday.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news and local weather, download the Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition, that's what's coming up next.
And we'll see you in just a little bit at Coast TV News at 6. Have a great night.